Welcome back here to TotalKaos. My name's JeeSports, and let's get on the way with map number 2. As, what the hell? Why do, oh, hold on. There we go. All right, welcome back here to game number 2 for Reason Gaming versus MegashocK here in the JeeSports Dota2 Championship. It's game number 2. We just saw ourselves quite an interesting game with Reason Gaming. Actually getting out on top very, very quickly, only they needing themselves 30 minutes in general to actually do anything there, which is quite interesting to say the least. However, let's see how this is going to fall up. Let's go straight away into this lineup and see how this is going to end up. We're already on the way as the standard bans. Actually, Darkseer is it's flavor of the month, I guess. Flavor of the month kind of thing. Like, nobody used to like him. Like, nobody would ever pick him. And now he's first banned. First is Chen as well. Like, Chen, ultimate push right there. And I'm actually quite surprised we don't see an Enchantress being banned because they know, well, MegashocK now knows that there's a real problem regarding that when you're on the Reason team and you have yourselves that Enchantress. So that's definitely a problem. In the meantime, though, Invoker being banned as well, so the ultimate anti-pusher. Windrunner, good opening. Very nicely. There's Lucky One. Team leader for MegashocK already picking up the first one. Let's see what Noznu is going to do here and pick up himself. Enchantress! Hey, and Anti-Mate. So they were like, yeah, that Impetus? Oh, yeah. Let's do that a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see how that is going to end up. Anti-Mage in the meantime. Actually quite surprised that I did not get banned all that quickly, but they did not want to get that Nature's Prophet on towards the field all that much, so normally you would have maybe seen a Invoker Anti-Mage ban combined with a Chen ban together with a secondary hero. Not Darkseer, to be quite honest. But still, Darkseer Chen is a combo, is a very good ban because... Ooh, Shadow Shaman. And Broodmother. Oh, wow. Shackle Shot, plus Shackles, plus Ward, plus Hex. Oh, dear. That is a lot of stunning right there, especially with the wards being able to surround anything. And Sand King coming up. That's pretty good, pretty standard. Automatic combo versus Broodmother. Always pick it versus Broodmother. Sandstorm's pretty much the most annoying thing you can do. Let's see how that is managing to come back in towards this one. In addition, let's see how this is going to follow up. But so far, a lot of pushing potential with utility from the MegashocK team. And then right now they must be thinking, okay, look guys, we're Reason, right? So, okay, Venomancer are being banned. So how are we going to do this? All right, they ban Enigma. They don't want to have more pushing power on that lineup. That lineup that is MegashocK. They just don't want to have any pushing power on that anymore because that's just not useful at all. In the meantime, however, we have ourselves Reason, who already have themselves some good ganking going on, but they need a few more stuns. They need themselves some more stunning potential. Maybe it's a long shot, but Lion maybe? Hex v Hex? Something along those lines could be possible, although it's a pretty long shot to be quite honest. But they need something strong to stun. And just Sand King is not going to be enough.
Reserve time.
Even though we're already inside that reserve time in general. Tidehunter is still on the board. Vengeful Spirit is still on the board, so that's definitely a stun right there. Yeah, and they still need support, actually, Reason, as I just noticed. So they need something along those lines as well. Vengeful Spirit would be good in that particular lineup. Broodmother pretty much denies a Lich, so that's not going to be useful at all. As Spiderlings, you pretty much, if you get a whole bunch of Spiderlings or Spider-Rites on top of one another, the Lich ulti will just bounce between them and pretty much make them useless. That's pretty also the reason why you never pick Lich versus Chen, because the Chen creeps, same thing with Enchantress actually, because it just bounces between all the creeps. Then again, if you get them on by yourself, the Earthshaker being banned, if you find them out by yourself, then you can get the bounce between them as well, so you don't have the single bounce there. So that's a bit of a Interesting setup. We're going to see how that is going to go, though. I'm really interested in how this is going to finalize. But I am under the impression that this could be a long one, because, well, Enchantress, Anti-Mage, and Sand King, they still got themselves a carry. They got themselves utility. They need themselves support.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm really wondering what kind of ban we're going to get. And you don't go into what's bonus time just because of a ban. That would be a little bit a little bit annoying. And Vengeful Spirit actually going to get banned out. Interesting.
Team pick.
And on neither side, like, really has themselves, like, Crystal Maiden maybe would be an option. But with Anti-Mage in the field could be ridiculous in the gank department, especially when you mix Enchantress with Impetus in combination with that. That's just a little bit too much. It's too much ganking potential on the Reason side. Lich.
Radiant team.
Interesting choice. Very interesting choice of support. I'm a little bit in the middle. I'm very in the middle about this one. But it's not like they have much choice, because then, well, Lich versus Crystal Maiden in this particular situation, what will you do, guys in chat? What would you do? There's a lot of potential there. In all honesty, like Lich versus Enchantress is just not really the most optimal thing you can do because of the creeps that come with it. Still, though, it does deny Reason of a decent support. But they can't go Tidehunter now, and with these three squishies on the field, Lich, Shaman, as well as Windrunner, like, that would be a great Witch Doctor. Ganker support. Interesting. Very interesting. We got a full-on ganky lineup here for a reason. Very interesting. I'm really interested in where this is going. What are they going to be doing to finalize things up? What do they need? Well, they got themselves the jungle taken care of. They got themselves a range. They got themselves support. What do they need? The Crystal Maiden, maybe. Or Night Stalker is still an option, but that would be a little bit of Outworld Destroyer.
Radiant team pick.
Versus Anti-Mage. Alright, that's a new one. Okay, so I have not seen Outward Destroyer being picked in any game whatsoever. Mainly, and there's a good reason for that, Outworld Destroyer did not get out of the Captain's mode till Thursday.
10 seconds remaining.
Thursday was the first edition of Outworld Destroyer, and that right there is a very mana-heavy team. They got Witch Doctor, they got Enchantress, and they got Anti-Mage. And Outworld Destroyer is, well, let's just say that he's not very nice to people with mana. And that right there is, yes, Outworld Destroyer. Oh dear. And right now Reason must be thinking, okay, we need something that is hardcore melee. We need something that does not carry any mana. We need Bloodseeker. Pick up Bloodseeker. Something like that. And that would actually work quite well because Rupture, like on Windrunner, like Windrunner tries to Windrun away, that would work on Lich. Like, and it works very well versus Outworld Destroyer to take him down. So Bloodseeker would work in this particular situation. They just need to go for a hard counter versus Outworld Destroyer because Anti-Mage is starting to get a little bit useless, and their pushing powers... Okay, Mirana, fair enough, so they're going to go on towards that perspective. Not sure if that is the best idea. Sure, you have yourself the ability to get out of a tight spot very, very quickly, but still. Show me the tiny pick, yes. Absolutely, but the tiny is not going to come out, I'm afraid. So there is the Mirana will be the pickup. We're going to go ready underway. The Captain's mode pick is come to an end, and now we're going to see who is going to be picking up which hero, and it's definitely going to be interesting as damn, son guy. I'm looking forward to this. Outworld Destroyer. Let's see what this guy can do. better known in other circles as Obsidian Destroyer, Outworld Destroyer, can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Actually, it took me about 5 games before I actually managed to play him as well, which was a bit annoying because everybody decides like, oh my god, it's a new hero, I need to pick him immediately and try him out and be horrendous at him, and oh my god, why am I getting ganked by Kunkka, and that sort of thing. So there you have it, let's get underway. We got ourselves Reason with Natsu as the anti-mage. Away is the Enchantress. We got Iverson, which is going to be, I'm quickly going to be, it could be Dry, is that Dryakal? Or Tanari, one of the two. Will be coming out as Mirana. Then we have Heda as the Sand King and Rislimp, which is stand-in as the Witch Doctor. Good luck, snap funds being exchanged, as you always should. In the meantime, we have ourselves the Dire side, which is Team MegashocK. Lucky One is the Shadow Shaman. Vile will be coming out as the Outworld Destroyer. First time here on my stream, to say the least. And there he is in all his glory. Look at that guy. He doesn't care. He's just sitting around. And then we have ourselves Broodmother. Again, Broodmother being picked up here by, is that, that's Seldo, actually. While on the other hand, we got Seishren as Lich coming out in that side lane. As to what's middle, he's actually, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, normally we would actually put Lich right here so you could deny a creep for the middle lane straight away, but he's going to deny a creep with the, with Sacrifice as well, which is, oh god, what was the Dota name for Sacrifice again? I completely forgot. That's horrible. I haven't played Dota in forever. Unholy Ritual. No, it was Ritual something. I know that for sure. Anyway, and then Atsa as the Windrunner. And let's see what these lane combos are going to be as well. It's going to be Atsa together with the Lich. Taishin in the middle. It's going to be Vile as the Outworld Destroyer. He's going to be fighting himself up versus Anti-Mage. That is the perfect setup right there. As we have ourselves a Mirana who is invisible versus Lucky One and Broodmother and the Shadow Shaman as well. So Outworld Destroyer is just sitting there. That is definitely very, very interesting. This could be, I think this is actually one of the first times ever Outworld Destroyer is actually being picked up by a team here. And look at that. Okay, let's just go, because it's not really a hero that gets picked all that much so far. The current metagame, it's not really a hero that gets picked all that much. And I'm going to go keeping my eye on towards the map. Actually, I have double support in the middle as Lich does come out in towards combination here. That's Cocktail, yeah, Paralyzing Cask, actually. But let's go over these abilities. First ability of Outworld Destroyer, for those people that know, Arcane Orb. What it does, pure damage based on the enemy's mana pool. So 6% of the mana that's still available inside the enemy pool will go straight, will be converted into damage. So let's say you have Witch Doctor, who is at, let's say he's got 100 mana left in his pool, and Arcane Orb is on there. So 6%, 7, 8, or 9% of that. So 9 additional damage will be coming out. Now obviously he's got himself much more. He's got himself 200 remaining. So that's an additional 16 damage. Doesn't sound like much, but it is. Then of course he got himself Astral Imprisonment. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, Astral Imprisonment on a hero just before he's gonna be able to get an enemy creep is pretty much the most annoying thing in the world. Because then you can get yourself the deny going on it. What does it do? Well, it pretty much turns, well, it pretty much, like, it steals the enemy's intelligence is what it does. And gives it more mana. So yeah, when cast on an enemy hero, Harbinger temporarily steals the intelligence from that hero. Then of course we got Essence Aura, so everybody who, whenever a nearby allied hero or Harbinger itself casts a spell, chance to restore mana is 25%. So that is, well, base mana 75, so that is 10% chance of, well, getting 75 mana back. And on such a hero like Lich, who already has himself the ability, that right there is already looking to be quite interesting, especially since he already has Sacrifice. He can just spam abilities like crazy with something like Outworld Destroyer with him. In the meantime, the bottom lane here, top lane even here, from the MegashocK team is already looking good. MegashocK already on the push. Looking for an early tower. Not as early as we saw Reason Gaming doing it themselves previously, because they're a little bit too preoccupied on the other side of the map. But they're still definitely looking to get themselves a bit of a push. But they have the problem of Windrunner, who can project her damage at long range with that power shot. And especially when you have Witch Doctor here, who's got Cask, which already does a lot of damage to begin with. And of course, the ultimate from I Will Destroy Sanity's Eclipse deals damage to enemy heroes in an area effect based on the difference between Harbinger and the effective hero's intelligence. So pretty much the hero takes less than damage threshold, the hero loses 75% of its current mana. Basically, it nukes mana. That's what it does. Destroys a mana. Meantime, bottom tower also being pushed. Reason actually getting for a little bit of a push of their own. And they're doing quite fine. They have themselves those creeps there for a while. An additional Iron Branch on the ground. They can just pick that up. So are we waiting for some stuff to get underway? No, Lich is still going around. They're just using Lich illusions just to go around. But the push, once again, has been made. Is it going to be enough? Ooh. Ooh, that could be a little bit annoying. Mirana on the push. Oh, so low! Getting annihilated by the Spiderite. And, yeah, that's... the spawn Spiderlings goes down. But at the cost of a tower. Was it enough? Was that going to be enough? That is the question. The Reason still have... Ooh, hello there, Windrunner. You seem to be out and alone by yourself a little bit. Are we going to see Cask? Not going to drop just yet. They should have probably sent in the Witch Doctor first, which wasn't the case. I Will Destroyer, in the meantime. Level 4. And this right here could definitely be amazing. I'm really wondering how that is going to go. First kill was already on the board, and that was actually first blood as well. So that's definitely looking quite nice.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Radiant will lose their tower there. MegashocK not going to be enough to get Shadow Shaman out there. Lucky one still looking quite nice in general. Take a look at the farm. What is on the board? Never mind. The dire side, which is actually Reason, is not looking too good at all. They're almost 1,000 gold behind at the moment. And even in like Reason overall, like if they can make it to the late game, then Mirana could be a beast. However, the fact that Broodmother already has her Soul Ring does not help at all. And they're looking to get Broodmother down. Still looking, yeah, Broodmother has the webbing is pretty damn far. Nicely done. That's going to be a very, very dead Sand King as Shadow Shaman barely gets out of there. Is she going to get... Yes, she will. Spawn Spiderlings. Once again, double kill comes in by Broodmother, naking out Mirana for the second time. As Seldo is pretty much in a rampage right now, doing very, very nicely indeed.
Invisibility.
It doesn't really matter because Hyde is just coming in and out and just trying to get some ganks going on. Ooh, Seldo is going to need to watch out. Do they know? Do they have any? Do they actually have any dust? No, they've got Smoke of Deceit, but I don't see any dust so far. Oh dear, yeah, they're gonna need to watch out. Even though Seldo in a bit of Epicenter being dropped off. Nicely done. Impetus will finish him off, and that's the end of that. Oh look, losing 6 intelligence from Outworld Destroyer, which means Outworld Destroyer has himself. Yeah, he's got himself 60 on him. Sending people to the astral plane, left, right, and center. Is he actually going to follow up with a staff, or are we going to see 4 staff coming out here? I'm really curious because Anti-Mage so far, like he's not really been. He's really focused on building as much tank as he can. Of course, he is a little bit of a non-tanky hero at all. But still, I'll take a look at the gold count as well from both sides, actually. Again, Astral Imprisonment, that must be so annoying. As, yeah, actually, Anti-Mate's doing quite decent. 1,600 gold on the board. Actually decent. What am I talking about? Broodmother, 3.5k on the board. Twice as much. They're definitely getting ahead of the pack. Vile, in the meantime, with that Outworld Destroyer, doing just fine as well. Getting himself a lot of momentum on towards the field and taking 8 intelligence. Oh, hello, Cask. Is going to be enough. Impetus comes out. Oh, no! Oh, actually nicely done. Actually goes for the... Very nicely done. That will destroy did the out of phase for himself. But he was pretty much maledicted there. And it's going to be the first tower down for a reason. And so far, I will destroy actually not being so useful at all, even though the shift was definitely there. Let's see if Naznu can actually wrestle himself out of there. Has he found himself Shadow Shaman? Not really the person you want to find yourself against. But he has dropped a lot of sentry wards, so there's a lot of stuff on the field that they can counter already. And they know that Anti-Mage is rampaging around here. Ah, Dark Ritual. How could I forget? Derp. Dark Ritual. Still, though, the power shot not going to be enough there. A little bit of harassment on towards Anti-Mage, just pushing him back towards the tower, but that's not going to help. In the meantime, though, ooh, hello there, Witch Doctor. Are you looking for Shadow Shaman? Casket! Maledict!
I guess I can
This
get
could
faster.
be quite interesting. Doubtful is it going to be enough, though. Because right now, Reason are already 2 towers down, and they want to finish this. They want to finish off this game. They want to take down this tower, and they're already very far down it, to say the least. However, if they lose a team fight now, they could be in serious, serious trouble. Look, they're 3,000 gold behind. The slope is there, but item-wise... Actually, I'm not going to finish the sentence. They're not really all that far. They're only not that far ahead at all. Outworld Destroyer in the meantime. Has moved lanes.
I don't think so.
And continuing to farm like crazy. 900 gold on him. Oh dear, Mirana. That's the shackle shot. No, not, yeah, there it is. Shackle shot comes off. Is it going to be enough? There we go. 1, 2, 3. Power shot not going to be enough as Enchanters actually take down Shadow Shaman on the other side of the map. Broodmother comes up with a follow-up, but it's not going to be enough as Astral Imprisonment from Vile once again saves the day. Mine. Even though Mirana still not having herself a Wraith Band. Generally want to get those 2 Wraith Bands there, Doll. Not going to be not going to be of much use if you don't have that additional agility on you. Still, though,
Structures are fortified.
again, they're pounding on the Woods Tower, and Reason are definitely getting it. As my apologies, as Reason are getting their base pushed quite heavily by the MegashocK lineup. The Swedes have got the Germans knocking on their base, which is the exact opposite of what we saw before. Are we actually going to see a decent follow-up here? No, we're not, because, you know what? Broodmother says no. You're going to be annoying as hell. Yes, you are. Doesn't matter, though, because Enchantress is just going to heal you back up, and then it's going to be an Epicenter, or at least MegashocK Epicenter follow-up on towards Broodmother if she can. Especially in combination with Caustic Final. He's just going to keep more and more farm. As both sides actually had themselves these wards here. Actually not too sure about this this ward decision right here, but still. I've seen worse. Like this one right here is perfect, but this one's a little bit less.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Reason are really on the back foot. Production, if you can look at the
Radiant's bottom tower
mini-map
has
for a second.
fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
If production's actually here. There we go. You were listening to music, weren't you? Oh dear. Oh, potential shackle shot. No, wait. That gets the two illusions. Going after the Brood Mother. She's in a bit of an issue. There comes the epicenter. Beautifully done. Are they going to be able to follow up? Nope, she won't be doing that just yet. Oh, beautiful shackle shot once again. Power shot to follow up on the Witch Doctor. One more would be enough. Beautifully done. And all of a sudden, Lucky One is in a bit of an issue as well. And the anti-mage getting annihilated. Brood Mother getting himself a double kill onto his Sand King. And all of a sudden, the entire Reason lineup are dead, down, and out. It's time to push. It's time to push for the barracks. It's time to push for the tier 3 tower. Beautiful team fight right there, and that's exactly what they needed. The problem is they lost too many heroes. They lost their Shadow Shaman. They lost their Brood Mother, and he's going to need the TP back because this defensive perimeter is not going to be strong enough. They're trying really hard, but yeah, the Witch Doctor's cask is just going to be able to deny them quite quickly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Never mind, they'll just leave the middle tower for what it is. In the meantime, let's take a look at the items. What do we have? Well, Brood Mother is well on her way to... Oh, she's practically done with her Black King bar. And that's definitely going to help quite a lot because that's going to take a stun out of the equation. It's going to take the Javelin out of the equation. It's going to take the nuke out of the equation. And that right there is definitely already looking very good. Now, how is that going to follow up? Is she actually going to be able to do anything with that? She's still a little bit of gold away. That would be, let's see here. So that's 1,300 gold, so 400 gold away. Because Brood Mother is definitely pushing very, very hard right now in towards that middle tower, managing to pick it up. And she's, they're actually going for Roshan. Oh dear, that's very early. How much mana, how much have you stolen there, buddy? 8 intelligence from, and ice armor to follow up. So that's definitely going to help, even though I probably, they're even going to put wards out for this? That's a bit overkill. It should be an easy Roshan. As well with this ward here. I don't think they have any idea whatsoever. No, neither side have no idea. Reason has no idea Roshan is being taken down. Or they would have... Oh yeah, went outward destroy in addition on towards the... Yeah, getting himself Aegis. There we go, Astral Imprisonment 1. And that initiation with the Force Staff will be excruciating annoying. But look at this. This farm is going to be ridiculous. He's pretty much got his Arcane Orb on autocast right now. This is just going to do so much damage. Brood Mother in the meantime. Trying to figure out what she is going to do. Even though more farm here in the jungle. Trying to perhaps going after the satyrs. No, not just yet. Maybe push a little bit more because all the webs are here. Still though, Reason are in some heavy water. Nicely done. That's down towards the Enchantress. Enchantress towards the power. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, okay, that chicken was a little bit less, but still. Enchantress does go down with the leap on towards the follow-up. There comes the casket. And Maledicte comes out. Beautifully done once again on towards the shackles. That's the, that's the Arcane Orb taking him down. And that is going to be a Outworld Destroyer who's got himself Aegis of the Immortal, a Black King Bar, and a Force Staff. Very, very quickly, very fast. Only not even 20 minutes played, and he's already that far ahead. Getting himself humongous amounts of farm. And again, pushing a tower. They don't care. They're just going to continue to push in.
Radiant structures are fortified.
For a second there, they were looking to go after Anti-Mage, but they're still pounding on towards his tower. Have an ult. Could they deploy it, potentially? Depends. Are they going to go for MegashocK? If they can get an MegashocK, take out all the creeps, then the Lich ult could definitely be deployed. Yes. Yes, yes, Lich ult will be perfect here. Lich ult will be perfect here. There it is. No, not going to happen just yet. He gets stunned. But the stun does come out. Lich is not able to put off. Impedance is going to be too much. Would have been a perfect opportunity to put off the Lich ult, but gets annihilated right there and then. And now they're looking to get Windrunner as well, but she is quick, she is fast. Wind runs out of there. Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Lich ult would have been absolutely amazing there. But it was not to be. It was not to be. Gets turned into a chicken. At least gets stunned.
Middle tower is under attack.
Now we'll destroy it. It's going to be one of the survivors. And get more farm. Look at this. He's just doing so much damage. He's got 8 extra intelligence on him. He's just using ridiculous amount of damage. He's got himself Arcane Orb all the time. Look at this guy. He doesn't care. Like, even if he dies, it doesn't matter. He's got himself Aegis. Who gives a crap? And I'm just going to press on towards his tower, even though Mirana is right here, and he's probably going to use Leap, and then Storm, and then Starstorm, followed up by Javelin, and then I'm going to be dead, and that sort of thing. You know, the tower is very low. And there is the backup. Shadow Shaman comes in. Can't use the ult, probably won't.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There we go.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Because now, that sounded like a Windrunner, which it was. But so far, Reason are definitely trying exceptionally hard to stay in this game. They've already lost a single tower. The enemy are already at the gates, at the bottom. This is the only tower in the game standing still for a reason. And, in all honesty, MegashocK are doing quite well considering how they did in the previous game. And especially heroes like Anti-Mage will need to step up their game. 1 for 1. That's not something you generally see Anti-Mage doing. Still though, MegashocK looking to take this tower now as well. Reason all ready to go. We got ourselves the Burrow Strike ready to go. Where's the Blink? 1, 2, 3. Epicenter. Blink. There we go. With the... Oh, beautifully done. Is going to take out World Destroyer down. Yes, they will. There's Lich as well. Is he going to be able to get this nuke off? There's ult. 1, 2, 3 bounce. Too many creeps there. Not going to help. Power Shot comes up on towards the side. As our World Destroyer tries to come in. And he has found himself Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage has found himself as well. And that's how we'll destroy down. Reason are back in this game. 3 down for MegashocK. But at what cost? They have lost their ranged barracks. Probably would have been better for the melee barracks, but what can you do? And now chasing after Brood, who's got a self-Black King bar, but is out of there regardless. Still though, it's not at the end of the world. You lose 1 barracks, doesn't really matter. Take a look at the graph. Yeah, 10k, a 10k advantage. Look at that. That's going to be, yeah, they're just going to go for yet exactly the same build as what's hit his last game. He's going to try to get that Shivas once again. But what can they do to counter it? It's going to be so difficult to counter. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening at all. Unless Reason cocks up beyond belief, and we're going to see some amazing play from, my apologies, unless Super MegashocK cocks up beyond belief and we see Reason do something amazing. But I really doubt that. I really don't see that happening at this point in time. Mainly because of the items. All these Black King bars. All of this mechanism. However, The plate mill is in place for a hit. The Sand King. Ooh, hello there.
Dire's top tower is
dusting.
under attack.
Okay, so they have gone for
Dire's
Smoke of Deceit.
structures are fortified.
And they're looking to get a gank on towards the top. They're definitely looking to go for a gank on the top. They need to take this now. Unless Reason need to take this. Reason need to take this team. They're looking. They're looking. What will they find? It's 3 in the jungle. Reason waiting for the gank. It's going to be away. It's going to be hit it. And they're going to be Noznu. And they're definitely looking. Looking around. See if they can find any. Now they have found Broodmother here. And she's they're probably going to let her push the lane. And jump right on top of it. There's a lot of there's, of course, there's the nuke here. The mana break. There's the Burrow Strike epicenter. Here we go. Jumps in. 1, 2, 3. Not going to be enough. And fail gank is failed. In the meantime, it is the man to look forward to. He has got himself the gold and the items to turn this into what's the Reason side, because he is well on his way to get that Shivas. But is it going to be enough?
Double damage.
Lich in the meantime, picking up that DD is... Are we going to see a gank perhaps here again? Oh, well done that Sandstorm. Nice Maledict here, actually. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's a very dead Lich. Because he's Maledicted the crap. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for coming. Witch Doctor with Maledict to follow up. And there again. Oh, Ward being dropped. Here we go. That's Broodmother down. Oh, unless we see Enchantress coming in here with Windrunner. Beautifully done. Are we going to see Impedus going to get dropped off at some point in the near future? Yes, we will, on the Shadow Shaman. And now on towards the follow-up, on towards Brood. She's getting Impedus. There we go. So close, but she's going to get the hell out of there. Do they know where she went? Do they have vision? Do they have vision? They know she's here. They know she's here. There comes the Impedus once again. Unless the creeps can block it off. Oh, man, nice mana break once again. But it's not enough. They thought it was going to be enough. And there is Mirana trying to go in there.
Beneath a tree.
And again, Broodmother does go down. Here comes Antimates trying to go in on towards the wards. Very well done once again, as Reason are coming back. Reason are coming back. They need to get these towers down. They need to rip them out of the ground.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And they are slowly but steadily doing just that. Because Sand King is on his way to get himself that Shivas. There it is. And he's going to need, this just needs 500 more gold in order to pick it up. And that shouldn't be too difficult at all. Especially with things like Caustic Finale. Again, we're seeing, it's the second time they've done this. Our World Destroyer looking to get himself, ooh, that's a Mystic Staff. How much has he been doing so far? He's getting himself only 1 kill. Not looking too good at all. But if he can get himself a Vice, then this game is not over just yet for MegashocK at all. I wonder what Roshan feels how it's like to be a chicken.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
There it is. But is it going to be enough? There's Shivas. The recipe is being bought, and now it's only a question of time until he actually has the item. There it is. Shivas being picked up. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. It's going to be Epicenter charge up, jump in, Burrow Strike, Shivas. Oh, I get shivers just thinking of it. That's going to be beautiful. All right, let's see how this is going to go, because there's a team fight ahead. At least, well, potentially a team fight ahead, because there's some potential stuff already on the board. Are they actually going to do something along the line? Oh, never mind, because they're just going to get... There we go. Now that right there, that's what we call farm. That is 500 gold, just like that. 10 creeps down, and that is the ultimate pusher right there. And Broodmother knows this. Broodmother knows that she's in trouble. So are we actually going to see a Broodmother with... Really? Going to see a Manta-style Broodmother? That's interesting. Triple Broodmother, yo. Triple the fun, triple the damage. Ooh, possible TP towards bottom lane. Let's see what's going on here. There's a setup right here. Everybody with frost armor on him. Time to fall back. Still though. Pacing still going in either direction. Both teams can still do this. Even though at this point in time, Reason are on the back foot. However, they do have the ability. I do think they have the item advantage here. And the momentum from the early game has pretty much shifted a little bit. There it is. There's the slope. It's in the direction of the Dire, i.e. MegashocK. But look at this. The small incline comes in. The small incline.
Illusion.
With a drop, sure. 10 plus 10,000 gold. I'm going to say that it's going to be easy to overcome. But still, the indication is already there. And now it's going to be a question, are they going to be able to do anything with it? Because I Will Destroy does have himself a vice, as predicted. Visa's going to be able to farm like crazy. Completely and utterly out, uncontested. Has himself four staff, a Black King Bar, a Vice, massive amount of farm. Actually, I haven't seen much of enchantments at all, actually, to be quite honest. We saw her drop a couple of Impetus. But overall, ooh, hello there, Diffusal Blade. Reason I'm going for Diffusal Blade. That's going to be great. I'm looking forward to that. That's it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful double shackle. Power shot to follow up, but beautiful double shackle regardless. As Reason are looking around. Again, a tower being attacked. Is this going to be enough for the German lineup? Can MegashocK do this? Oh, they're looking for a team fight right now. There we go. Ult comes out. No, Ult does not come out. As I Will Destroy take down Anti-Mage. Fight anything done. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. I Will Destroy is beasting. Ult coming out. Beautiful play. Absolute beasting play. Are we going to see another play here? No, we're going to see somebody being astral imprisoned. And that's mana being stolen, even though the follow-up comes in with the Epicenter and the Shivas. And the chicken does come off. Not going to be enough, though, because he gets back on towards the field with the Sandstorm in towards the follow-up with the boots. But they're not gone just yet. The Hordes are bashing at the front doors. And they want in. They want in badly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Their neat takedown. I Will Destroy. Again, Shiva's being dropped here. I Will Destroy again in a lot of trouble. Can he get out of there? Astral Imprisonment comes up. He's getting blocked up. He's going to go down. Finally. It was not enough. And now I Will Destroy does go down with 2,000 gold in the bank. And that has to do with that triple kill. Again, Witch Doctor. That was no doubt a Maledict kill. Windrunner doing the same thing, trying to get as much farm as she possibly can. Yeah, that's definitely going to help. And now it's time for Reason to make a push of their own. We are 32 minutes into this game. Last time around, this game had already been finished as Reason picked up the first one. But is it going to be enough? Because that was a beasting, absolute beasting outbound destroyer earlier. Especially with the orb being enabled. It's doing excruciating amount of damage. Fusel Blade being popped up now as well. And we're looking for a gank. There we go. Are we going to see a jump onto achievement? There we go. Nicely done. Shadow Storm. Shiva's being followed up. No, not just yet. We do have Black King Bar being popped up. Somebody's being surrounded by the wards. That was Enchantress down. Won't be dropping any Vetus anytime soon. Are we still dropping for that ult? No, it's way too long. I'm afraid Shadow Shaman will go down. Noznu getting chickened, but it's not going to be enough. A trade for a trade, a kill for a kill. Not the best team fight I've ever seen, but definitely a taste of things to come. And it's back-to-back pushing. Both sides want this very badly. 12,000 gold advantage now on the board. 12,000 gold advantage for the MegashocK team. They seem to be firmly in control. However, the Shivas is still definitely part of the game. In combination with the Gem of True Sight that's been dropped, that's not going to help much either. Noznu in the meantime. Anti-Mage just going around, kicking ass, taking names, as we are in a little bit of a lull in the mid-game. Again? No, I was about to say, you're not going to go for Roshan again, are you? This is totally not the case, because they're not nearly as awesome than that. Because, you know, like, Roshan's pretty freaking awesome, you know. Like, wow, blows your mind, and that sort of stuff. As there we go. We have ourselves an Oblivion Staff on the board, and that means an Orchid. Orchid being built. Orchid being built indeed, and that's going to be very, very good, especially versus such annoyances like, well, Anti-Mage. Enchantress. Sand King's going to be priority, no doubt, because you don't want to have that Burrow Strike on. But that's going to be difficult to find him because he's gonna Epicenter Blank and then Burrow Strike followed up by Shiva, so that's definitely not going to help at all. And there's a lot at stake in there in that particular situation. Now let's see how this is going to go. Root Mother still looking. Needs a little bit more farm. Has already the ability to pick up those additional items for staff. I mean, just quarter staff and that sort of thing. Soapy Mask, etc., etc.
Invisibility.
But is that going to be what they need to? Because now they're 12,000 gold behind, and you know what? Reason needs to pull something out of the hi-hat to come back from this. They are so far behind this lineup, and they need to simply do something. Do something! Come on, Reason, you can do it. You've done it before. You got your Enchantress, you got your Anti-Mage. You're all shadowed up, and you're going to get spotted. No, you're not. Oh, interesting. They're looking for something. They're looking for a gank. But they're too far away. Unless they're going for this gank right here, but that's going to be extremely difficult. So that's the reason why Sand King is carrying around Gem. And we may actually have that push on towards the tower here. The defense is doing pretty well, but the top barracks are down as the MegashocK team is slowly but steadily getting closer and closer to this one. And again, Roshan has been killed. I will destroy. It's the third time. But who got the stuff? Who got the cheese? There's the cheese. Look at this. How about he's just absolutely beasting. There's no doubt about it. And he's actually going to go for Shivas of his own, which is going to replace this. Like, the amount of farm this guy has is just beyond ridiculous. 19,000 gold has been accumulated in his bank account so far throughout the remainder of this series. It is just ridiculous how much Outward Destroyer is beasting right now over the heads of the Reason lineup. And now it's only a question of time until they push in with the creeps. They know what's up. They know Anti-Mage is up here. They know Marana's up here. And so they need to make themselves a decision. Are we going to go in? Is somebody going to initiate? Are we going to use Power Shot? Well, Power Shot is definitely going to be used. But all the momentum that MegashocK had early game, gone. Bye-bye, Schluss. It's evaporated into the wonderful world of nothingness.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So far, so good. Again, Anti-Mage is down, and there we go. The door once again being opened. I will destroy, absolutely annihilating, gonna get himself a quad. There's the quad. Get himself the ultra kill, and he's gonna get himself the barracks. This is done. This is over. We're gonna go towards we're gonna go towards a third game. There's no other choice. There it is. Ult comes out. Rampage, Outworld Destroyer on a complete and utter rampage. Break down those barracks. And let's take those away. The top barracks are down. The bottom barracks are about to drop. Good game being called by Reason as Outworld Destroyer. Let's take a quick look at the stats here. What is going on towards those towards that board? Absolutely 11-3 with 284 kills on that board and a total of 24,000 gold accumulated throughout this series, carrying a Shivas, carrying a Scythe, carrying a Black King Bar, carrying a Force Staff, carrying an Aegis of the Immortal. Sublime, beautiful, and we're going to go for a quick break here on TotalKaos as it is 1-1 in this series, and we're going to get ready for the last map here today. So we'll be back with you shortly.